Going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And the completion there by Haskins. And you think back to the 2019 draft. Both Dwayne and his counterpart on the other sideline, Daniel Jones, 1st-round picks in that draft. Jones taken 6th, Haskins 15th. And they might be seeing a lot of each other. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Complete to O.J. Howard. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Giants' 22
minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He finds Taylor, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Haskins. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Jonathan Taylor.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A final shot before break. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
That's the end.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
He was covered by...
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They go play action now. Haskins. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Good.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 17-3.
Giants 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point.
The kick is good.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
The ball carrier taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, Saquon Barkley last year against Washington, he won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the 3rd highest single game total in the NFL all of last season. Now Jones. Throwing on 1st down. Jones 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing Jones. And this will be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
Giants.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down at the
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Makes this Washington 24, Giants 10. Graham
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one good for 37 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Gain of 9.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now a give to Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 26-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On play action, Haskins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. It got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, Giants.
Jones pass.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They run once more with Taylor. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, here's Love. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go play action with Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Washington, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.